I want to light a lamp and wish for a moth. How long, Nizami, will you sleep? Rise up. Sing, poet. Weave the carpet of the words. Oh word, tell me your alchemy. Who is your lover? Who crafts you? You come from us, but don't belong to us. I can't sit still any longer. I will again put together the imagination of a new story. I want to light a lamp and wish for a moth. If you will only put your hand in my hand, I will take you to the center of the soul.
The poetry of Nizami, the hugely influential 12th century Azerbaijani philosopher, scientist and literary giant. Widely regarded as the greatest representative of the Eastern Renaissance, his influence is still evident, not just here in Azerbaijan, but the surrounding regions and indeed all over the world.
His love story, Layli and Majnun, is the third of his 5 long narrative poems. The poet Byron described Layli and Majnun as the Romeo and Juliet of the East, and the story inspired Eric Clapton's best-selling song, Layla. The scales that Nizami held in his hand are now depicted and animated in life-size form. A female puppet of Layli dances on a silver disc, representative of the moon, while a puppet of Majnun performs on a golden circle representing the sun. Together, they embody balance and harmony. They are a pair of star-crossed lovers. They orbit each other and yearn to be together, but they dance apart and are never as one.
Groups of performers, each one a bright, dynamic and distinct illustration of animated images from the world of miniature painting, allow us to enter the world of Nizami. Miniature painting is a centuries-old tradition in Azerbaijani culture.
Paintings are found in books and manuscripts and often illustrate the major works of poetry from the literary traditions of Azerbaijan and the wider region dating back to the Middle Ages. Heroes of Nizami's poems were held in high regard by miniature artists, and their work occupies a special place in the history of world art.
We've already seen The Seven Beauties, one of Nizami's major works, which follows the story of a prince as he encounters 7 women, each of whom represents a stage in his enlightenment.
The performers are dressed and fully made up to look like characters from the paintings, bringing the landscape to life and moving like puppets.
A skilled team of painters recreated all of the miniatures by hand before being printed on this massive scale. Nizami leads us through scenes based on 9 themes of his work. From 7 Beauties to Paradise, we see houses, the palace, the school, princes and princesses, dragons, horses, and other creatures, real and mythical.
Here we see a colourful landscape of tents, providing the backdrop to a reconciliation scene between the lovers, Khosrow and Shirin.
In this scene we see preparations for battle as an astrolabe, a dragon, and Iskander's military expedition into the east.
A colourful landscape filled with hunters and animals. This is Alexander the Great, or Ixander, who was celebrated as a global hero. In Nizami's poem, he travels widely and meets with all manner of wonders.
we watch the hunting paradise, we see a colourful landscape filled with hunters and animals. A man lying in idyllic surroundings, beside him is a benevolent, mythical phoenix-like creature. A pomegranate tree rises to full bloom, and Nizami picks the fruit, a token of abundance, rebirth, love, and good luck. The pomegranate is a symbol of unity in Azerbaijani folklore and historically associated with health, strength, and fertility.
One of the official European Games mascots is a pomegranate, or nar in Azerbaijani. Nar is depicted as a cartoon character that loves participating in new sports and is described as being full of life and energy. In Nizami's poetic universe, pomegranates burst open from an excess of love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come.
Hanımlar ve canablar, nihayet bu an gelip çattı.
Here with us in Baku, from every corner of the continent.
Gidenin bütün güç...
İnsanlara haydere bize aşkın dastası güzellikten hayderen güzellikten hayderen kademleri baharında Azer'di
The name Baku is believed to derive from windswept. Baku is known as the city of winds. She places the grass where the first flame was buried. The water begins to rise from the ground, becoming a body of water, the Caspian Sea, which is the largest lake in the world. According to folklore, water purifies, nurtures and stirs, while wind, earth and fire awaken nature, which also symbolizes the coming of spring. The transformation from cracked, barren earth to fertile, abundant landscape is complete.
Emerged from the earth to perform a ritual-like Azerbaijani dance to the rhythm of 50 drummers. It looks like there's an earthquake coming, but what emerges here is a mountain. This represents an area in East Azerbaijan called Gobistan, widely known for its rock engravings. There are mountains of primitive culture here on a world scale. The land of fire relates to the burning hillsides caused by gas seeping through cracks in the earth. And in keeping with this land of fire, the mountain blazes just like Yanar Dag, known as Fire Mountain.
These drawings, petroglyphs created by ancient man, indicate agricultural and intellectual activity. Incredible artistic chronicles of the past, covering a period of history stretching back thousands of years.
We hear the sound now of the traditional Azerbaijani song Sari Gelin, played on a balaban, an Azerbaijani wind instrument. We're reminded of Layli and Majnun, the unrequited couple we met earlier in the poetry of Nizami. Symbol of fire used to illustrate humankind's burning need to connect, expressed through scientific endeavours, art, and our love for each other.
Flames ignite the dish to create a ring of fire. We're reminded of a total solar eclipse, a cosmic coming together of the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. There was a total solar eclipse on March the 20th this year, which was the first day of the Nowruz festival.
Nowruz, or the new day, was when the sun united with the moon in such an eclipse. There will be another eclipse visible over Europe until 2026, so a special moment